welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Mega Digimon. For this list, we'll be looking at the most iconic final form Digimon, taking into account their design and impact on the series. Keep in mind, we'll only be considering single Megas here, so fusions don't qualify.
SHINEGREYMON! First mode!
Number 20. SIRIUSMON. Hero's fully grown partner is a shining example of how to show off a Mega the right way. As a cross between a dragon and a knight, SIRIUSMON feels like the natural end for Gamamon's line. Sure, it took a few dark Digivolutions to get there, but the stylish results are hard to ignore. Just look at his arms. They're not swords, they're not blasters, they're swords that turn into blasters. And boy, does he know how to use them. As ROSEMON learned firsthand, you really don't want to be on the wrong end of SIRIUSMON's Planet Knuckle attack. Number 19. PIEDMON. He may look like a clown, but PIEDMON is no laughing matter. It's easy to get confused considering he treats every fight like a circus act. Except his swords aren't props, his card tricks are deadly, and he can make anyone disappear permanently. As far as villain plots go, turning the Digi-Destined into collectible keychains is a particular kind of terrifying, not to mention effective. If it weren't for a Hail Mary from Manga-Digimon, PIEDMON could have taken out all the Digi-Destined in one fell swoop. Clearly, they don't give out the title of Dark Master to just anyone. Number 18. MIRAGEGAOGAMON. He's got a cape, he's got slick armor, and he's got claws for fingers. Yep, there's no doubt about it. MIRAGEGAOGAMON is the total alpha of Mega Digimon.
MIRAGEGAOGAMON!
Even though his wolf-like design is a clear wink at his prior forms, MIRAGEGAOGAMON can put up his dukes like never before, or in his case, his claws.
Full Moon Blaster!
Luckily, he doesn't stay empty-handed for very long. Upon his ascendance into Boost Mode, MIRAGEGAOGAMON gets a deeper shade of blue and slick new energy weapons. If you thought Thomas's partner was strong before, you should really stay clear once he starts swinging that mace. Number 17. CHERUBIMON. You could say this Digimon gives off some mixed signals. See, CHERUBIMON has two forms, one good and one evil. Unfortunately, the Digi-Destined usually end up facing the latter.
How can you stop me?
For what it's worth, CHERUBIMON always delivers one hell of a good fight, mainly because he's strong enough to blast through any Digimon in his path, ancient or not.
I have had enough of you, insects!
In a broader sense, it's a testament to CHERUBIMON's design that all it takes is a few color swaps to go from terrifying to adorable. It's not always easy to see the good in him, but it sure is entertaining.
1,000 spears!
Number 16. LUCEMON. Despite his appearance, LUCEMON has more in common with demons than angels. But you don't have to take our word for it, he literally has a so-called Shadow Lord form. Believe it or not, it's his true Mega too.
Whoa! He looks like a dragon to the 10th power!
The dragon wears symbols for all the 7 deadly sins, and even carries a giant orb of darkness too. Can you tell he represents the coming of the end? That's no folklore either. In Digimon Frontier, he pretty much succeeded in destroying the entire digital world. If it weren't for SUSANOMON, there's no telling where LUCEMON's rampage would have stopped.
We made it! For all the
Number 15. EMPERORGREYMON. As if ancient spirits weren't cool enough, how about 5 of them in one? By combining the powers of flame, ice, wind, earth, and wood, a whole new kind of Greymon was born.
EMPERORGREYMON!
That helmet should look familiar to anyone who watched the original Digimon Adventure, but the crimson armor and shiny broadsword are EMPERORGREYMON exclusives. So is the part where he starts using his blades as a flaming crossbow.
Perishing is your job! Dragonfire crossbow!
Yes, EMPERORGREYMON shares part of his name with another iconic Digimon, but considering everything he brings to the table, it's clear that this Mega burns bright on his own merits too.
Pyro Dragons!
Number 14. Diaboromon. Villains, take note. This is the mon to beat. In a spine-tingling change of pace, Diaboromon didn't just try to conquer the world or defeat the Digidestined. No, he hacked into the internet and launched actual nukes. And that was before he started multiplying. Suffice it to say, Diaboromon was a terrifying force, the likes of which the series had never seen before. But that makes sense considering he looks like he crawled out of a horror film. It's a badge of honor that it took Digimon's first DNA Digivolution to finally reboot this virus for good.
Connection terminated.
Number 13. Lilithmon. Let's get the big question out the way. Is Lilithmon an irredeemable villain? Most definitely. But do we care?
I should throw him in the dungeon and lose the key!
No. Let's just say being bad has never looked so good. As one of Lord Bagheera's generals in Digimon Fusion, she proved that seduction is a very strong weapon on the battlefield. That's not to say she's all eye candy though.
Go, my creation! Blast them!
With her sinister strategies and mastery of darkness, she proved a very worthy foe for Mikey and the Freedom Fighters. Of course, it doesn't hurt that she's easy on the eyes. Hey, it's not our fault Lilithmon's based on the sin of lust.
Heads up, pal!
Oh, the headache!
Number 12. JUSTIMON. This guy is like if a tokusatsu character became a Digimon, and it does not disappoint. The design works because Justimon wears his influences on his sleeve, somewhat literally. His right arm is an actual metal prosthetic, great for giving the D-Reaper a 1-2 punch of justice.
Try this on for size! Thunderclap!
If that doesn't work, his arm has 2 other forms that can dish out the pain too. While Justimon's animated appearance are a bit on the slim side, Ryo and his partner have made every second count. Plus, if you're only going to show up for one real fight, the struggle against the D-Reaper is a pretty good choice. Number 11. SHINEGREYMON. Nothing burns brighter than Marcus Damon and his nasty habit of talking with his fists. As such, when Agumon inevitably reached his final stage, the resulting SHINEGREYMON was every bit the mega that Marcus deserved.
SHINEGREYMON!
Both in design and personality. Later, Burst Mode took that idea and brought it to a whole other level. There, SHINEGREYMON got a sword, a shield, and wings all made of pure fire. And best of all, he learned to throw a right hook just like his trusty partner. As we all know, nothing screams friendship quite like decking a supervillain in the face together. Number 10. JESMON.
Who is that guy? I've never seen him before.
A more recent addition to the Mega lineup, this strikingly stylish swordsman is actually the final form of the adorable Hackmon. As the Digidestined once again make a return to the digital world, they're greeted to the side of this white-clad knight taking on the nigh unbeatable ALPHAMON. As far as first impressions go, we have to give this guy full points.
Aha! JESMON.
Number 9. ROSEMON. While we were already acquainted with one of these fierce floral fighters in Data Squad, it was her appearance in the Tri-series that really shook things up. When faced against the threat of an evil EMPERORGREYMON, both Joe and Mimi's belief in their partners managed to push them all the way to Mega. Luckily, ROSEMON isn't just a looker, she's also got some serious power, and as a result they managed to put the kibosh on the villain's plans. A rose by any other name, am I right? Number 8. MACHINEDRAMON.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them!
Let me put this in words you can understand. Send units to all 12 locations and blow them up.
When it comes to the Dark Masters, it's fair to say that none look quite as epic as this hulking mass of metal. His size, stature, and the fact he has 2 giant bloody cannons on his back ensures this beast is the epitome of deadly. Before he met his end at WARGREYMON's hand, he managed to decimate the Digidestined on multiple occasions. Luckily, he got something of an encore in the Tri-movies, where it took the combined might of 3 other Mega-Level Digimon just to hold a candle to him. Number 7. SAKUYAMON. Yes, we discounted Fusion Digimon on our list, but we didn't say anything about biomerges. After bonding with her partner Rika, the already badass Renamon was able to ascend to her strongest form. As enchanting as she is deadly, this staff-wielding fox more than managed to hold her own against the threat of the D-Reaper.
Fall before my light!
Not only is she one awesome character, but also a shining example of just how far both this tamer and her partner had grown over the course of the series.
White hot burns the fire, as true friendship's strongest bond.
Number 6. ALPHAMON. The unsung powerhouse of the franchise, this paragon of beatdowns has always strived for justice. As the final form of Dorumon, ALPHAMON was able to save the inhabitants of the digital world from the threat of the program known as Yggdrasil. His sacrifice and heroism made him a legend, so we were more than happy to see him make an appearance in the Tri-movies too.
Equal.
Number 5. METALGARURUMON. One of the 2 arguably most iconic Digimon in the whole franchise, this wolf is the end result of Gabumon, imbued with so much friendship that he gets coated head to toe with armaments.
Ice Wolf Claw!
With more missiles, explosives, and 0-degree weaponry than he knows what to do with, it's no wonder that he's not only taken out a Dark Master all by himself, but also managed to tear apart WARGREYMON during his little rebellious phase.
Excuse me, but what are you going to do about it?
Number 4. SERAPHIMON.
Anjumon Warp Digivolve to...
SERAPHIMON!
Despite his initial pulpy appearance, Patamon's heavenly evolutions have always managed to stun fans with just how glorious they are. Standing at the pinnacle of them all is this armored archangel.
Welcome back, Lord Seraphimon.
It's good to be back, my faithful servant. You have done well.
Unfortunately, he didn't get much of a chance to shine during his initial appearance in the first Digimon movie. However, he's certainly gotten its fair share of screen time since, in both Digimon Frontier, the 2020 remake, and the Tri-series. You haven't seen Divine Judgment until you've seen this guy bust out the Strike of the 7 Stars. Number 3. GALLANTMON. Following on from the heartbreaking death of Leomon, not to mention Guilmon's fall from grace into the deadly Megidramon, it looked like nothing could overcome BEELZEMON's ruthlessness. That is, until Takato and his best bud managed to access the first ever biomerge.
You may be able to defeat a rookie, Deva, but you cannot defeat me. Prepare yourself.
Fueled by their desire to fight as one, their wish is granted as they fuse together to become the digital world's noblest of knights. With joust and shield in hand, GALLANTMON has gone on to show that chivalry can be a lethal weapon.
You don't scare me!
I should!
Number 2. BEELZEMON.
You talk too much, you know that? You think you're so smart? Well, in a second, you're gonna be history!
Let's be honest, we all found Impmon to be annoying from day one. Loud and obnoxious, he was the furthest thing from cute.
Are you gonna sit there staring all day? Or are you gonna make me Digivolve? Come on, show me what you got!
Then, this happened. After finding himself forcibly digivolving into his mega form, the little firestarter went on to become a vengeful, gun-wielding motorcyclist. He slaughtered his way across the digital world, causing chaos everywhere he went, all before finding himself with the series' most heartfelt redemption arc. Who would have guessed this guy would go on to become one of the franchise's most complex of characters?
And this time I'm fighting for what's right!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. WARGREYMON. Often imitated, never duplicated. While Black WARGREYMON stands out as an awesome character all of his own, there's just no beating the original. The armored embodiment of courage, this draconic humanoid has managed to lay the beatdown on several of the franchise's biggest villains, often by spinning himself around like a tornado and slicing them to ribbons. While we'll undoubtedly get plenty more Mega Digimon in the near future, none will truly be able to replicate the impact of this digital warrior. What's your favorite Mega-Level Digimon? Let us know in those comments below.
And now to wind things up! Mega Claw!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.